Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica and today we're going to talk about my February reading plans. So I have a lot of new releases on my TBR this month, which I'm very excited for, and also some continuations of series and some series that I'm going to be wrapping up hopefully. So let's jump in. First, I'll just go through my physical books that I own, and then I'll go through the books that are on my Kindle after. So first up, I have Magnolia Park's Long Way Home. I have been putting this off, and I've been putting it on so many TBRs, and it really just needs to get read. I was watching someone's vlog recently of them reading the first one for the first time, and it really made me want to just jump back in. So this is definitely on the TBR for February. If you don't know, this is the third book in a series, the second book that's following this couple, and it's a really toxic relationship between some rich early 20-year-olds in the UK. And it's like Gossip Girl vibes, and the writing is beautiful, and I just love this series so much. So Magnolia Park's Long Way Home. Then there's a read-along happening on BookTube of the ACOTAR series, which I'm super pumped for. So I'm going to be rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses. This is the first time I'm going to be rereading this series, and I am so excited to jump back in. The first time I read it on my Kindle, so now I have a physical copy, and I can't wait to annotate it, and I'm just so excited for that. Also, A Court of Mist and Fury, which is my favorite book in the series. I am so excited to jump into this one and annotate it as well. And yeah, this book is just so special, and it's going to be my first reread. Also, a read-along that's happening on YouTube with some of my favorite YouTubers is the Vampire Academy series. The first 3 books were read in January, and the live show is actually tonight. Today is January 30th for those books, and the next 3 books, the last 3 books, will be in February. So I have Spirit Bound and Blood Promise and Last Sacrifice. I'm having so much fun with this series. It follows 2 teenagers that go to a vampire academy, and a bunch of things ensue, and there's a little bit of a romance in it and lots of friendships and drama, and I really am enjoying it. So I'm excited to finish up that series. Speaking of finishing up series, I plan to get to City of Heavenly Fire. This book is huge, and I'm nervous because I haven't been loving the last 2 in the series. This book is so long. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize it was so long. Like almost 700 pages long. So I'm going to probably take this slow throughout the month, and I have the audiobook too, so I can just kind of slowly listen to it. But it's a chunker, but I'm excited to be done with this series and complete that. I also am planning on continuing on with the Blood and Ash series, which is also for a read-along happening on YouTube, and the first book I read in January, and it was my favorite book of the month. I can't believe I put that book off for so long, but I'm excited, so excited. This might be like the first book I pick up to jump into Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I just can't wait. Yeah, I loved From Blood and Ash so much.
So this is...
I always do that. This is the second book, and I can't wait. Okay, some books that are on my TBR that I don't have physically. A lot of these are new releases. So the first one is Finlay Donovan Jumps the Gun. This is the 3rd book in a cozy mystery series that is just so much fun. It reminds me of the TV show Good Girls, and we follow Finlay Donovan, who keeps getting herself in trouble. She's a single mom, and she has a best friend that they just get into trouble with, and it's so much fun. I really love this series. A cozy mystery was a new genre for me, and it's one that I am really loving. Next is one that I'm sure will be on everyone's TBR, and that is Powerless by Elsie Silver. I am so excited for this one. I am a little bit nervous because it's friends to lovers, and I don't love that trope, but I know that Elsie Silver will do a great job with it. And Jasper is such an interesting character to me. He's like quiet, and yeah. So this is following Jasper. He is a hockey player, and he is kind of like adopted into the Eaton family, and they grew up together. And then it's his romance with, I think, the Eaton's cousin that would come to the ranch and hang out when they were younger. And yeah, it's their romance, and I am so excited. The reviews from people who have gotten an arc were fantastic, so I am so excited, and I will be dropping everything when that book gets in my mailbox and reading it. Or maybe I'll read it on release day and just go back and annotate my physical copy. That's probably what I'll do. Next is a new release that I am I'm excited for all these books, but I'm so excited for this, and that is The Choice by Ashley Jade. I read The Words last year, and it was one of my favorite books of the year. This is a duet following a couple that was in that book. The second one I think comes out in March, so I want to read this one this month, and I hope I love it just as much as The Words, if not more. Next is a duet I can't wait to try out. I've read one other book by this author, and I thought it was pretty good, and I gave it 4 stars, but this is up my alley a little bit more, and that is Optimist's Guide to Heartbreak and A Pessimist's Guide to Love by Jennifer Hartman. So I read Still Beating, and I gave it 4 stars, but it wasn't my favorite by any means, but I think that I'll like this one a lot more. I've heard it's really angsty from people that I've seen read it. They say it's really good, so I'm definitely excited, and the covers are so beautiful. Next is a book I will be reading for my Kindle Unlimited A to Z challenge. That's just a challenge where I'm trying to read authors and books that I've never heard of before, and one for each letter of the alphabet. So I'm reading Midnight Kisses, and this, all I know about this is, 1, the cover is really pretty, and 2, it's a friends with benefits to lover situation, which I haven't read too many of that, so I'm excited to see how that goes and see if it's different for me than friends to lovers typically is. So that's that one. And then lastly, I am buddy reading a book with my friends Victoria from Under Victoria's Spell and Autumn from Nose in a Book. So we are reading Passion and Venom, and it is a dark romance, and that's all I know about it and all I want to know about it. And it's really short, so I should be able to get it done pretty quickly, but I'm so excited to read that with them and talk about our feelings and our thoughts, and it should be a lot of fun. So that was a really quick rapid fire video, but that is all of the 15 books I plan to read in February. I read 18 books in January, so I will be reading 18 books in January. There's 2 I need to finish up, but that gives me a little bit of wiggle room to throw in some fun things if I'm feeling something different. So that's all from me, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.